Good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. Happy New Week from here in Ogba, the city of Lagos. We are in, right here to get Nigerians talking on topical issues that concerns them in the polity. I want to say a big welcome to everyone that's been part of the program, wherever you are in Nigeria, in diaspora. Welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. I want to say a big thank you to reviewers this morning. I have Mr. Kunle, Mr. Raphael, Mr. David is on his way. Pastor Ubong is here. Many others are here. They are going to give their position on what is happening. What do you think about the topical issues we have this morning? Okay, let's go straight to newspaper headlines. I have with me the Punch newspaper, and I also do have the Nation newspaper. Ondo State experienced the Fulani herdsmen crisis. Fleeing Ondo killer headers in Edo, says Akeredolu. Fleeing Ondo killer headers in Edo, says Akeredolu. Okay, NLC mobilizes for protest against hike in petrol price. NLC mobilizes for protest against hike in petrol price. Action plan for January 27. And the Trade Union Congress take decision on electricity tariffs January 20. Few days from now, we'll be experiencing a planned strike by the NLC and also the TUC. Let me read the story this morning. The Nigeria Labour Congress has begun mass mobilization of civil society organizations ahead of its planned January 27 and February 1 nationwide protest against the proposed removal of petrol subsidy by the federal government. It was gathered that meetings between the Congress and leaders of the CSOs are expected to hold tomorrow in Abuja and Friday in Lagos. Uneasy calm in APC governors camp over convention. Uneasy calm in APC governors camp over convention. Okay, expert has come out to say that CBN policies cannot rescue the Naira. CBN policies. Expert has come out to say that the CBN policies cannot rescue the Naira. Let's look at the information this morning. The Naira dollar exchange rate gap widened from 80.67 per dollar at the beginning of 2021 to 152.83 per dollar in December 2021, leaving the Naira with a depreciation of 20.43%. This is a report by Bismarck Rewind's financial derivatives company at the weekend, on the line that many policies by the Central Bank of Nigeria have failed to bridge the gap between the officially managed foreign exchange window at the Apex Bank and the parallel market, which several forex users resorted to. Let's go straight to the Punch newspaper. Main headline on the Punch this morning: enforce compulsory vaccination for local government state workers. FG tell governors enforce compulsory vaccination states to set up mass vaccination sites in markets, orders, and vaccination grounds at 4.2%. 38 deaths recorded first week of January. Okay, Senate probes 14.7 billion naira PHCN privatization fund in secret account. Senate probes 14.7 billion naira PHCN privatization fund in secret account. Federal government issues a Lassa fever alert. Death toll hits 102. Cases now 4,632. Akeredolu vows to end herdsmen attacks in Ondo. Akeredolu vows to end herdsmen attack in Ondo. Now, the topical issue this morning is the DSS has invited Bishop Kukah over his comments on Buhari's administration. The Christian youths and many other Nigerians are coming out to say that they will all storm the DSS office if Kukah is actually going to the office to hear the calls of the DSS. Okay, I have Mr. Kunle. Mr. Kunle, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How was your day, weekend, man?
The new weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we thank God, the new brand day, a new day, and thank God for life. I greet every viewer out there. I appreciate you.
Okay.
God bless you all.
Enforce compulsory vaccination for local government, state workers. Federal government tells governors.
Definitely, that's their own, problem. I don't think it's affect me because I'm not a local government You see, when the corrupt
The people
element,
are Nigerians.
they are Nigerian. They should be able to take care of their health themselves. They are old enough to know what is good from what is bad. You know, like they don't need to tell someone. You see, they don't need to enforce. This is my own card,
Okay.
by saying vaccination card. So I just took the first jab. I'm waiting for the second jab to go and do it now. So they don't need to tell anybody. And this local government, these parastatals under government, they are they are always their offices are places where people can easily contact, you know, COVID, Omicron as it is. Yeah, because masses is that there's a place under the local government where they call the civil engagement.
Okay.
You know, people go there every day to lodge complaint. People go at there. So the local government themselves, all these government workers, they have to get themselves, you know, vaccinated. So they don't need to tell them that. They don't need to tell them that. It's a norm for them. And I think everybody in this country now is turning to, I mean, a radical person. They've radicalized everything. They know that if they don't pressure those local government people to, you know, or they don't give them condition, attach condition to their listening, they will never get themselves vaccinated. And, you know, they come in contact with people.
In a democracy, is it right for a government to militarize the taking of vaccine?
The way it is, every one of them are scared. You see these guys, they cannot travel. They cannot travel any longer. So they have to enforce the people they stay with in Nigeria get vaccinated so that they won't be affected. Our big men, they're always scared of people. And no matter how they have to come, you know, in contact with the common people. So they are doing that to even protect their own, you know, health generally. So that any civil servant, any local government, you know, workers won't get infected and, you know, transmit it to them. So they are protecting themselves indirectly, not the masses. Do they care about masses? Do they care about masses? We have many policies they put on smiling. How many friendly policies are they? Have you seen them, you know, introducing to for masses? You know, you tell me. It's about all hardship policy we are going through. Hardship policy. So you could see now the NLC, they said they are coming out to protest. You see, there's one thing to protest. There's another thing to actualize what you want from the protest. It's not just coming on the street for 2 or 3 days and you call it off and say, yeah, you are on the round table talk. They are discussing, you are doing this. And they are protesting for their pocket, not for Nigeria. Because they know that their take home, you know, wage may not take them to even bus stop, not to talk of home. So they know what the implication of it, that, you know, that how it will affect their salary, you know, how it will affect their income. You know, with all this hike in electricity, hike in, you know, for petroleum. And I want to say, this is a country where we don't even know the barrel of petroleum we produce in a day, how many, you know, liters of petroleum we produce in a day. And is this, can you call such a country a serious country? Can you call such a country a serious country? Some are being looted, some are being, you know, vandalized, and some are being, you know, so that's why we say the regional system would have been better. So let everybody monitor the resources it has then their domain, and they can do the needful in protecting it. Not we will not know the liters of barrel. I mean the liters of fuel or barrels of crude oil. There's no accountability. Yeah, that's just it. No account. And who is going to hold the person in charge? Who is going to hold the person that's supposed to be accountable to masses? Who is going to hold them responsible? That's just the problem. I was reading about a lady, Sadiko, Yewande Sadiko. It was in charge. She was in charge of investment promotion, Nigerian investment promotion, any investment coming into this country. But what she said was because she could be able to gather like 5 billion, you know, make 5 billion into the government's coffer, which has never happened before. The corrupt element within that set. You see, this so-called civil servant, I think we need to start from them again. Hence, bad civil servants. Hence, bad civil servants. Hence, bad civil servants.
Corrupt.
They are
in Nigeria are the civil servants.
Sure, Christian, sure. May have been hampering on this. All those civil servants you are seeing, I don't pity them. I don't pity them when they are Look at Labour for that matter. Majority of these Labour guys, majority of them owns houses, mansions in Abuja. So they are benefiting from all these corrupt issues. It's only when they also want to be as if people want they be as if they are compromised that they now come out with one, protest or anything. They are bed of same feather because a politician cannot steal money without the alliance, without being, without collaboration with civil servants, because they know where all the fights, they know how to change the fights.
They
know.
Minister of Finance.
Yeah.
That's going to steal money. It's going to go through the Minister of Finance.
Yeah,
they're going to sign.
Yes, it goes through the Director of Finance under the Minister for Finance, Director of Finance. You go through what's it called, the Budget and Planning, section of the. There's a way, when I was in LSDPC, I could see how people filtered government money away. Government money is just an awoof money for every one of them. So they don't care.
They like vultures.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, you could see that woman that said snake swallow money. You could remember that woman.
In the same country.
In the same country, snake swallow money. Can you imagine?
And investigations have not been completed.
I don't know. Nobody hear anything. Nobody hear anything again. Nobody hear anything. There was one minister that went on selling Hanka's building, a dilapidated building, selling it for billions or buying it for billions of naira. We never even heard any information, anything about the prosecution of that guy again, or trial of that guy again. Things are just going the way, everybody just doing their own things, and the government is looking at the other side. That means the government is even encourage corruption the way it is now, because we have not seen anybody that has been brought to book on the due process level. We've not seen anybody. Take them to court. You will always just see them in court. We won't see the end of the case. So let us just know that they should legalize corruption there. Okay. The way it is, they should legalize corruption.
DSS has invited Bishop Kukah over his comments on the state of the nation. And many people have slammed the president. Why not invite Gumi?
That is associated with bandits. That is encouraging bandits. Yeah.
Is it wrong to speak against the government?
No, it's not wrong. Let them invite. If our Kukah, just Reverend Kukah, Father Kukah, I will go. Okay, DSS, you invited me. All what I've said, you to go on the street and check what I've said. Whether I'm saying the right thing, whether I'm hitting the nail on the head, you come back and tell me. So it's not about you. I will go. Oga, there's nothing that is going on that I've said. There's nothing I've said that is not going on, right? You should go and tell them the truth. Maybe they are far from the truth over there. Let him go there and bring his evidence. And there are a lot of evidence on the ground. Is it about the killing? Is it about the, killing all around? Is it about the economy? So the Reverend Kukah should not be afraid of saying the truth.
But the youth are saying that they will not want Kukah to go to the DSS because what happened to Malafia
may happen to him.
The persecution of just the Christian, they have brought religion into it. Me and others are there, but nothing.
See. When your time comes, if God will not allow people like that to be captured by the predator. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Let Father Kukah go, because if he did not honor DSS, that would, spell a doom for him, and it will be a serious issue for him. So the law will be twisted on his head, so he'll be going against the law then. Let him go and appear. You know, get any garbage inside this thing. Let him go and face them, and tell them the truth. That instead of them inviting him, they should invite people that are in charge of the terrorists that have been terrorizing us in the country. No, that's just it. You should not be afraid. You should not be scared. Go to them and tell them the truth. Truth is bitter, but you tell them.
That is the Buhari government.
Yes, you tell them the truth. You see, until we don't need a big truth, tell them the real truth. That's one thing we need now. Let them hear. Because if we voted them, and I have a right to tell them the truth, right? Mr. So, I voted, you collected my vote, but what are you doing with my vote? Are you using my vote to oppress me again? Is it going to be a crime for me to vote you? Those are normal things. It should go there. Reverend Kukah should go there.
Okay, lastly, Akeredolu vows to end herdsmen attacks in Ondo State.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You see the NSS in those states.
Now, if
I
you
think
have
in
left
links.
for bandits now
Yeah,
it's going for headmen.
we will come back to X-Men again. You know, the X-Men has been on break for a while. You know, they are coming back
I
now.
want to ask, is there a difference between these bandits and herdsmen?
And they've grouped themselves. They group. You know, there's difference between them. Bandits and X-Men. There's difference. Why? It's because what I discovered from the ISWAP and Boko Haram. You know, the ISWAP people was one of the leaders, Kingpin, was the one that killed Shekau. You remember? So definitely, you may be thinking they were one before, but they are different. You know, it's the same thing as bandits, and everybody is looking for superior power, and who is in charge. And as it is now, you know, the X-Men died, the X-Men issue died down for a while now. We've been hearing of bandit. Because the bandit don't own the farm, they don't go to farm and destroy. Bandits stay in the forest. Why this X-Men? They are nomadic, they move all around, and you know, but they are same family.
How can you carry your cows and attack and be able to retreat?
You see, even the issue of the banditry now, I mean the X-Men now in Ondo, I think there should be a synergy between Obaseki and Akeredolu. But what we've been told now is they have their settlements in Ekiti. I said Ekiti, Edo State, because of the Haushi connection, Esako people. You could remember they wanted to they install chief imam, or what they call it, the emir. They wanted to install emir in Edo that time in Haushi. So I think it's just a small thing. It's a thing the two governors, if they come together and if they really put the security of their citizens in mind, they can, you know, they can really sort the problem out if they want to. Because let there be a synergy between the two of them. The hideout they are in Edo State, they should go there, bombard them. The hideout they are in what's it called, Ondo, they should go there and bombard them. But where are the security they are going to order to do all this job? Because the security, the power, they are more technical, definitely. But the guns, do they have a sophisticated machine to face all these bandits? These bandits are using sophisticated machine that nobody, nobody sophisticated gun. Nobody know where all these guns come from. But it's only them that have license to carry anything gun. But Amotekun as it is now, it has to go through a process for them to be harmed. You know, I'm not talking of Dengon. For them to be armed with the real AK-47, all those, submachine guns to face all these criminals. Because all these criminals, they are enjoying that liberty of getting, only God knows who distributes all these ammunition to them. How are these ammunition coming? It's porous. That is why those customs that are mining those borders, they should be brought to book. In fact, all the customs in Nigeria should be profiled and, flush out the bad ones among them, because those guys they have problems. They are one of the creators of these problems we are having in this country. Because when you look at the things that can harm the whole nation, ammunition that is coming in that can harm a whole nation, you throw your face aside. Also, you have been bribed. You could remember the Charles Taylor saga. Charles Taylor was about to escape. He said he had offered Nigerian immigration $2,000 to move, if not the quick intervention of Obasanjo, because the US government was even pressure, there was much pressure on Obasanjo that time that he must release Charles Taylor to them. If not that, those immigration people will have allowed, that is how they will just allow a wanted terrorist to. So these people, I think the security apparatus of this country is totally in shambles. So we should go and we should come together, sit down, and see how we can go on our regional way to make the security, system better, to make the, food productivity better, to make the economy better, so that all this hardship will reduce. We are just 200 and something million people. We are not organized. We don't even know where we are going. Not to talk of if we don't know where we're going, we're supposed to know where we're coming, where we're coming from. Yeah, no headway. So we should go back to where we're coming from, go and dust that constitution they said they have, and rewrite it, and bring out the flawed this thing inside there, and correct it up, so that everybody can have a peace of mind from all this nonsense that's been happening, all this killing that's been happening, all this maladministration that has been happening. Enough. Nigerians cannot continue this way. We've tried Nigerians for since when? Since 1960. It's not working. So let's change the apparatus. Let's change the system.
Okay.
I mean, regional system. I would like that for everybody. Thank you.
I have Mr. Chigo.
Come, please don't leave. I have a question for you. No, you said let's come together. Where do we come together? Where do we start? Where should be the reference points?
You coming together is to work on your default constitution you have. We still all have to have input.
Is it his default constitution? Our default constitution.
He said
our default constitution.
He said default constitution.
Default, yeah.
No, what role does the youth play in constitutional amendments? How can the youth influence the constitutional the outcome of the amendment of the constitution? Where we don't have direct inputs, we have the supposed senators and the House of Representatives who are saddled with such responsibility. How does the youth come together? How do we? Where is the response points?
Okay, thank you very much. I think the youth has been, they has been lying low, and they has been sleeping in slumber, and they has been sleeping and slumbering. And what I'm saying is, we gave them the power. We can take our power back.
How?
How?
No, thank
you said let's come together.
Yeah, let's come
Every
together.
time let's come together. If we can come together, tell the world now. How can we go together? And you cited something that the fastest constitution we have. And how can the youth? Have input in the amendment of the constitution that could, if the government of the day, of course, refuse to assent to the electoral bill that would have, of course, restored people's confidence in our electoral system. If the government the executive president failed to assent to that, how will you continue to blame the youth?
Okay, how we continue to blame the youth is, those days, we used to have vibrant pressure group from the youth.
Where are those days?
It will start from the now.
What are their reference and
Is it there now?
If those days, if those people have done the needful now, we wouldn't have been suffering this. If they have risen up, as we are speaking out now to the world, if they have sensitized the coming generation, there wouldn't have been a failed state.
Thank God.
It's a result of course, the lapses of our elder segment that we are suffering this today.
Professor Jail, because he was requesting for how are you spending Cross River State money. You remember me saying,
Mr. Kule, how do we influence that?
How do we influence generally as Nigeria as a case study? That is my fundamental question.
It's about us coming together and forget.
How do we come together? From where? With different ethnic nationalities and different ideologies.
How did we come together through ENSAS? During ENSAS, how do we come together?
No, ENSAS
is a clear issue.
So they use the opportunity. So we can't come together because
how do we come together?
So many differences.
We have so many differences.
At this point, you know.
You understand?
You know, even here,
you understand that the fundamental issue is the Constitution. Constitution remains the most at the cog in our wheel of progress. Then how did the youth, if the government, the current government, failed to assent to the electoral bill that had already been passed to him? Which would have, of course, restored people's confidence in the electoral system. If he fails to do that, how do you continue to hold the youth accountable?
This is a lazy man excuse on the youth.
No, tell the world. The world is here to, of course, make logical
you don't take your right back on the platter of gold. You have to fight for your right.
How do you fight? You mean you're advising the youth to take up arms against the federal government?
No.
So then how do you fight? If not through the instruments of the provision of the law.
You don't go that way. Okay. You can protest what any bad policy that is not favoring you.
I need something like this.
People have been protesting on the streets and millions have been killed by the instrument of the state. So it means that is not an option in remedying the millions of problems bedeviling us.
This is a country you have to put pressure on your leader because your leaders they are stubborn.
How do you put that and how do you achieve that?
You have to start somewhere.
Where is it? We need to start. Define it clearly. Where do we start? Somewhere. Somewhere is not the reference point.
We have to start somewhere.
Where is somewhere?
3 of us now, we can start that enlightenment.
Can't you agree without? Can't you move together without an agreement? How can I trust you? that you will not betray me at the end of the day. This has been the current.
If you don't trust any human, if you don't put that trust away for now, that means you cannot go anywhere. Anybody you see, you'll be doubting. Is this man trustworthy? Is this man trustworthy? You have to give somebody a trial before you know whether it's...
Mr. Kule, the tall and short of everything is that it's difficult for us to come.
It is not just difficult, impossible. We can't continue to live in the world of fantasy.
Difficult to liberate
that is the I think I have been able to silence this argument once and for all. Coming together.
I told last time.
Mental revolution. Of course, our political system lacks ideology. So the issue of ideology is out of place. You can't have it, and that is what you are doing. Stop telling the youth to come together. Come together to where? Bodolong, or come together again to, of course, let it all get
to unite the youth. That is it. We have to start. Don't just say you can't. If you can't, then keep the suffering going now. Then keep abiding with the suffering and don't complain again.
I don't say it is not possible, but what I'm telling to you is that we can't continue to, of course, derail or deceive the world in the current realities that is befalling us. We have understood that these people has instruments of power, economic power to their advantage. So the youth can do barely nothing. Of course, look at the electoral system. Of course, this is the first time the House of Senate and the lower and upper chamber are doing the needful.
Yeah.
To, I think, make sure that they get things right. But the executive governor, president who presides over the affairs of this country, and the first citizen refused to do because he does not have the interest of the masses, of the people at heart. He does not have my representative. My representative contributed to the electoral amendment of the electoral bill. But the governor refused to assent to that. If it doesn't come to his, it is my immaterial. What is important is he has the obligatory and the constitutional right to assent to that bill. Then let every other thing, of course, be left to the people to decide.
He doesn't care for you. Your representative doesn't care for you.
How do you know it doesn't care for me? It is immaterial, but the fundamental issue is that how do we come together? The representatives of the Senate, your representatives have done the need, they have done their own input, haven't listened to the cravings of the people. Now, what is left for the government is to assent to it so that we can chart the way forward and restore confidence, of course.
I wish you know what is going on in the public. If they bring billions of dollars now to bribe those guys, your representative will not even remember one Chigozie is existing.
But they have done the needful. There is an electoral bill presented to the government, the president to assent.
He's not signing.
It is not assenting to that.
So what can you?
So do you have them to blame?
They ought to have done that. They know the option. They know the option. And you are telling me that they are. See,
okay. They know the option.
They know the option.
Okay.
The option is impeachment. So that is it in a normal climb. And you are telling me your representative. See,
thank you very much. No, thank you very much.
How many of them can
God bless you. I can have my floor now. God bless you. Yes, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. They say we have to be objective and very intellectual so that we don't insult the intelligence of listeners.
Okay. They look at our statement.
Yes, I remember Chigozie Ejiogu. You can reach me via my Facebook page, and for Onyeka Kalu that asked after me, but I couldn't be able to access the comment section. If you wouldn't mind, he requested for my number, and
like if he's online,
it's not going. And I know he's not online now. I've checked on him, and he needed to get one or two things based on what he said, but I couldn't access.
Let's try your Facebook.
The Facebook, I think you granted somebody an access to his information. It is my own.
The person was online.
It was
on it. So if it's online,
yes,
I can allow you.
Okay, Chigozie Ejiogu is my Facebook. You can link me up to that. I'm also a subscriber to. Okay, please, it's very important. You don't continue to breach our rights and the right to access the comment section. This is very educative and. No, we are active, but we must start from here. The corruption and impunity. My people say impu means impunity. When impu means with impunity, arrow emela. So it's the arrow we are trying to redefine and of course make the people
So,
understand that.
Mr. Onyeka, please, his Facebook number. Sorry, his Facebook address. Mr.
Yes,
Onyeka, if you are watching,
his Facebook
just
address.
Say
Yes,
your Facebook address.
Chigozie Ejiogu.
Spell it.
Ejiogu is spelled Ejiogu. Ejiogu.
And Chigozie.
Chigozie is a popular
So
name.
when you finish, you can put it on.
Okay, I think I've been able to silence that. So the issue of coming together has been silenced because it is, of course, it's not tenable, and with the current political configuration, it is impossible for the youth to come together.
People here, we cannot even come to.
How can you come together for what? I'm headed to somewhere, and of course, you didn't commence early today, and you've taken much of the time. And I think you have nothing to compensate for that. That notwithstanding, the only thing you can do to compensate for that is for me to tell Onyeka, who is demanding for my number. It is my own risk, and I don't know how it affects Flip TV. We deal with that. Please, you better do something.
Okay, let's look at NLC. No, DSS has invited Bishop Kukah over his comments on the state of the economy. And Nigerian youths are outraged and saying, why not invite Gumi? And you're inviting Kukah that is saying what he sees happening in Nigeria today.
Yeah, my people do say that Onyara si Onara Anawere. You see? And that is the description of Nigeria. Onara Anawere. So he's not to be blamed. And it's very unfortunate. And you see, that's why they will continue to go after a man who is protecting the supposed interests of who is placing national interests first. Kukah is not a man that, of course, is a respected clergyman and who is vocal. Most of the northern people there are voiceless. They have been subjugated, marginalized to the point that they can't raise their voice. You can imagine the extent of killing within the northern region. How many people are talking? How many of them are free to talk, express themselves as we do here? So if Kukah should lend his voice to the cravings and the yearnings of the people, I don't see any reason why. Of course, the one you mentioned would be walking free on the streets of Nigeria. The man, Gumi should be walking on the streets of Nigeria. The likes of Melafi, what did he call him? The Attorney General or Malami should be walking on the streets of Nigeria. He is culpable. He has failed, and he should put his head down in shame. How can your people be killed on daily basis, and you have nothing to do? It means your presence matters, does not matter to the people. It means nothing. It's very unfortunate.
There must be a law that should punish leaders that fail.
There must be a law. Of course, that should. Of course, the problem of Nigeria is not an action of law. It's the political will to implement it and to set the way forward. How many of the constitutional breaches have we experienced in this regime? Where you see the executive president saying that he will not allow the judicial process to take place. He has interfered and interrupted so many judicial processes. The likes of Sasaki of Kaduna, Sasaki, Dasuki, Nnamdi Kanu, and all that. So in such a system, is it that there are no check and balances? But they lack the political will, and the law enforcement agency cannot do otherwise because they are very helpless in the face of these tyrants and demonic political elites.
Okay.
It's very unfortunate. So the fundamental issue is to abolish, rather than focusing on election, we should redirect our energy, including my brother Kunle, in calling for referendum. Because no matter the election, no matter who presides or who succeeds this tyrant personality, Nigeria cannot move forward with this level of inhuman and cruel system. It doesn't matter whether Peter B succeeds, whether Atiku, whether Tinubu, the same thing, Ghanebe. My people say, "Ebe nwata na-ebe na-arụ aka, nne ya ga-anọ ya, nna ya nọ ya." There is something fundamental. There is something fundamental about the system. Everybody is pointing towards the system. The system is a failed and a flawed system. You see, I heard Mr. Taiwo said that even the civil servants are corrupt. You have to be fair with due respect, Mr. Taiwo.
Mr. Taiwo, no,
Eh?
said it.
Even though you said I heard it from him, I mean from his comment section. How can you survive with 30,000 minimum? 30,000 minimum wage cannot buy a bag of rice. So how can a civil servant survive with 30 minimum wage? I made another statement. He said in 1970 something that they pay them 30,000 pounds. They pay them in pounds. He told me in 1974 that International Monetary Fund borrowed money from Nigeria. You see? But then the rate of dollar to Nigeria, this thing is naira is very, $1 is below 75 kobo. So what happened along the line? You see, they truncated the system, the federating system, and introduced the unitary system, which the political elites has been the gross beneficiary of that system. The unitary system have not paid anyone. Unitary system is what gave him to the 1999 constitution, which is a total aberration, which is a disillusion, and it cannot lead us anywhere. So the best thing to do at this time, knowing that these people has political weight, economic weight, and power at their advantage, they will frustrate every effort. I tell you, Buhari will never assent to the electoral bill until the time elapses for such to be endorsed. And he'll tell you that it could not meet the ECOWAS deadline in amending the electoral bill. That is the only thing they are waiting now. You see, which means they have perfected the rigging of the election should Nigeria remain beyond his tenure. It's very unfortunate. So there is no way forward for you, I mean for Nigerians. And we continue to condemn this level of atrocity. It is an irresponsibility on the part of the state government.
Okay.
You cannot continue to infringe on people's fundamental rights. You can't continue to infringe on the rights of the reviewers from accessing the comment section, from interacting with the reviewers. You see, it means like if you are seeing a good thing that may come out of that, you are stopping us from getting that,
Yes, I cannot.
which almost is very unfortunate.
Okay.
So it is not a technical system, as people said. It is not the angel in the heaven that blocked it. It is not the demon in hell that stopped or blocked that access to that. It is humanity, and of course, it's coming from your very, very, very technical department.
Thank you very
And
much.
I think something should be done about that. So the only thing to remedy the system, to save humanity, Mr. Kunle, you could have preferred the solution how to come together. I'm not suggesting to you with due respect. I will want you to support the call for referendum, because the people within the country of power cannot assent, cannot give in to the electoral amendment, as you have seen. Barely close to 1 month now, Buhari have not assent to that. In the next 6 months, you are not expecting that. He's only busy in promoting the grazing roads that are better than exterminating. I think Osho has been, Osho State has been a killing field. Where the herdsmen attacking the herders, have you not heard it? From Osho, Ife and the Ife saga, and it means you are not, of course, current with what's happening in your own state. Igbo Stan in Osho State as well. You see, and in Enugu State, so the only thing we have to do, with due respect, gentlemen, is to call for referendum and to sustain that tempo. Referendum and nothing. Since they refuse to return to the confederation system, then where each region can control their resources. So the only option left for us is to call for referendum, to every region should go their a separate way.
Okay.
That is the only way to restore peace and ensure, of course, the collective prosperity for all and sundry.
Thank you very much.
When you become a Duduwa, fine, we can partner with you. You can your own area of interest, comparative advantage. could be a very unique opportunity to serve humanity better and better the lot of your people. Thank you very much.
Thank you
You
very
have a
much,
great day.
Mr. Akule.
Chigozie Ndibo.
Mr. Akule,
So
you
you
have
see,
1 minute.
just 1 minute.
1 minute.
It's just what we just said earlier. Now it's still going back to what will referendum lead you to?
My question now is
going
before
to
we
lead
go
you
for
to
referendum,
regional
we need to
system.
come together first.
Yeah, we need to. But the way we can still come together is hunger no tribe. Hunger no, I'm a neighbor. Hunger no, I'm a Yoruba man. Hunger no, I'm an Hausa man or anybody you want to talk of. That is a South man. Once there's hunger in the land, your tribal kind of tribal element, you put it up and you fight that hunger together. And that is what the youth. And that's what I'm saying now, that the way it is now is for the youth now. We're still going to come to. There's no how you can't say youth cannot come together. We'll come together for just for one purpose. And permit me to say the guy that just spoke now doesn't know how civil service work, how civil servants work, how the civil service commission is. It's all these civil servants when they appoint all these political appointments, they usher them in and they let them know, okay, this is how things have been. I think he has never worked with ministry or any ministry before. I did my IT. I worked under previous administration of Babangida transition. That's the interim governors those days. I work under them. I know how all these things work. It's all these civil servants that are teaching the politician how to do things. That is how your predecessor did it. So this is how you two was. So when they have done it, when they are having their finger burned by not getting their what's it called, the pension and salary in time, that is when they cry out. They are birds of same feather that flock together. And I have to say that all over and over. Hunger will always make us to unite, youth to unite in this country, because we are all there. We're talking on one thing, same one thing, bad leadership. Are we talking we are Yoruba here, we are Igbo, or we are collective talk now, say that we have a bad leader. Okay, and when we rise up to that occasion, we know how to liberate ourselves. Yeah. We know we now have a Moses that will take us to Israel, to promised land. Okay, then Yeribosa, stop maligning my image. Please, and please, if you don't want God to punish you this year, stop maligning my image. Stop defaming me, right? I don't joke with you. I don't know you. Stop defaming me. You should hear. What's that guy's name? Yiborosa. Warn him very well, right? I don't know the kind of dog he is. He's a dog from the pit of hell.
Thank you very much. Yerioba, please, I beg you, please. Yerioba. Good morning, sir. What do you think is best for Nigeria? Your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Moses.
Mr. Moses.
Yeah. Actually, the best thing in Nigeria is every Nigerian expected good things. And as the new year approaching, this is election time. First of all, we have to put God in front. Then with God, every other good thing will be possible. Because we have done a lot of mistakes passed away. And I wouldn't want you and me and other people to have the same mistake at this political time. This is, we know what we want. All of us are crying up and down because we have made a lot of mistakes. Those mistakes are collecting money, collecting rice, collecting maggi, collecting tomato, collecting salt, collecting all those things. This part of the bribe, this part of the ringing, that what happened in Anambra State. This part of the bribe, they gave 5,000 naira to vote for APC. The Anambra women, other people, they return the 5,000 back and they vote for their mind. We need, I hope you are hearing what I'm saying. We need to have that stick mind that this is our own time now, this is our own power now to achieve our aim, to get what we want for the betterment of ourselves and the betterment of our tomorrow. Are you hearing me? Nigeria is a lovely nation. It's a lovely nation, I must tell you. It's a peaceful nation. Despite of the crisis, what is happening in the country. If any other country would have become a very critical war. But we thank God, God is in our midst, is our presence. But what I'm going to say right now is that let the youth, let the youth and the old and the young remember their past. They suffered, have suffered.
It's not Nigerians that don't have the mind to.
We love ourselves. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to kill me. I will not kill you. But the politicians want to use it as an opponent, directly or indirectly, to destroy our life. Now, as it is now, President Muhammadu Buhari, that's part of the government, whether it's good or bad, he will never do a mistake to hand over a power to hooligans. Because Muhammadu Buhari knows thieves, he knows rogues, he knows all of them. So what he's searching for now, despite his government is not proper, but he will never a mistake to hand over to a hooligans. Somebody that will not favor Nigeria. Are you here? Because thief no thief. Are you hearing me?
Okay,
So,
Buhari knows thieves.
he knows them. They are rogues.
A thief knows a
Thief.
thief.
He knows how to handle them. So he will never do the mistake. Did you hear what he said? He said he's not going to measure the person is going to hand over the power so that they will not do what? So that they will not assassinate him. So that they will not kill him. You understand? So he's a wise talk. Because you know if he measure the person are going to hand over now, they will assassinate the person. Are you hearing me? So you know what he's doing. So like a restructuring they are talking about or referendum. Okay. Even if we are doing a restructuring or referendum, we are not getting the right person, not to work out. But the best thing we can do now it is our own power, our own time to decide who is going to take care of us and rule us properly so that the betterment of Nigeria.
It's a northerner,
Whether it's I don't bloody care, whether it's northerner, whether it's southerner, whether it's southeast. Are you hearing me? There's a good people in north. There's a good people in southwest. There's a good people in southeast. There's a good people. They know them, the good ones, but they don't give them privilege to come out. When they want to come out, they will assassinate them. So most of them are afraid to come out. So it's only the hooligans that have feed and have the power because they have caucus to do whatever they like. But this time around now, the vote we are talking about is for our power, for you and for me and for other people. To choose anybody we want is what they are going to vote there.
What is life like under this present regime?
The life is under this present regime is really messed up. It's really fucked up. It does not benefit anybody. People are they complain that it's too much. Because my brother, if you are cooking a rice and beans and you find out that the pepper in the food is more plenty than salt, you will not know the taste of the food. Everything will become babash. So everybody forget about it. I'm not talking about government of what I'm saying at the one that coming. Okay. Are you hearing that? The government of this one, my brother, everybody's crying. The people are removing tears. When in a live country, you cannot eat well, you can't feed well. You drink garri. Even to see garri drink is a problem. Rice has become a big man food. Nothing to benefit in. No business is going, no money, everything is tied up. So nothing is working out fine for people. And that's why I said that that's our own time now to make choice for the really men, for the really guy, that person that we're going to take care of, but that well educated, well ideologic, well diplomatic, that will handle the nation the way we want, so that every will lead us to move us forward for the betterment of you and me and for our children. God bless.
Thank you very much. We have many Nigerians on the streets with different opinions. I have Oluwa one here this morning. Oluwa one.
Oluwa one.
Not Demon.
No, Demon. This is a new year.
This is a new year. No Demon.
Don't want
Oluwa one.
One.
Of Ogbaland.
Yes, Ogba one.
Yes.
So what is happening in the west side now? West side.
DSS invited Bishop Kukah. No Bishop Kukah.
Kukah. Kaduna.
Yeah, over his comments. Sokoto. Over his comments on the state of the nation.
No DSS.
Nigerian users are saying, why would you invite Kukah when we have Gumi?
Never invited Gumi. And Nigeria is a systematic home, it's a systematic nation. A few group of people controlled by the Hausa Fulani Kalepi. They have happened to be Muhammadu Buhari.
Somebody's hailing you.
They are bad people. They are bad people. How can you be invited the man of God? I never invited the demonic man of the demonic ass of the Fulani killers that is negotiating for the government and the killers inside the forest.
Who is this?
Kume, I mean, what's his name? He's a bad demon. Never invited him because all of them, they are the same category of people. They are the same group. See, now the one that is not to make a voice out that Nigeria will have a hope. You are not inviting him for what? You invite him, leave him alone, don't do any harm. If you do any harm, Nigeria will do you harm. But the DSS, they are more than a conqueror. They are killers themselves. DSS. You are DSS answering DSS in the name of the one camp.
So
what are you doing for Nigeria?
Like SARS.
They are even more than SARS. Their brutality is bad. It's beyond control. Okay, what are you going to do with the bishop now? Because the bishop is saying the truth. Are you afraid of the truth? The truth will set you free. Don't be afraid of the truth because you are going to die.
You have to advise Kukah. What would you tell him? Not to go or to go?
To go there or not to go?
Have you invited him?
If they invited him, he's a peace-loving Nigeria. Let him go there.
Then some people are saying no, they don't want him to go.
Because when you don't go now, you become another thing to the government. Because the government is a corruptible gang of people. They are inviting him. They can't arrest him. They invite him. They can't jail him. They can't detain him. So not going or going, just let him go and see what they are going to say. Because he doesn't have any skeleton in his cupboard. He's telling the truth and he's letting Nigeria to have hope of tomorrow. So inviting him, let him go there and listen for what they want to say. But they don't have anything to say.
That is the DSS.
Yes. Let him just go there and hear what they want to say. Ignoring the invitation is like you understand. It's like it's
respect.
Yes.
For the rule of law.
Yes. Let him obey the law because it's in Nigeria. I know they won't do him. They can't do him harm.
Thank you very much.
Harmless citizen.
NLC mobilizes for protest against hike in petrol prices. Do we trust the NLC?
Yes, NLC is another systematic people because when Oshimole was there, NLC had teeth. But now they don't have teeth, they can back. But we are not going to wait for them. We are going to mobilize ourselves. I already said that high in fuel pricing will bring another wicked revolution. NSAS is a tata. NSAS is a tata. Fuel increase is going to bring a lion revolution in Nigeria. Nigeria is going to wake up in a full mass. And I've already said last year that they should stop about that language. They should keep it aside. That is not language to be saying now. Because now is a new year. We have to mobilize things, good things, not bringing language that will never exist. Because that fuel increase will never come to pass because they are going to perish.
No, it seems they are serious.
Okay, let them put it now. Let them put it. Let Nigeria wake up one day and see that it's still 200, 340 and see the reaction of Nigeria. Let's try it and see.
Nigerians that are afraid to protest.
Nigeria will back them away. Let us just hear ban is 340 and let us see the reaction of the hungry Nigeria. So they're going to be brutal. I don't think the federal government can wait and face the brutality of the hungry hope.
But they are still going to implement it.
They are not going to implement it. It's a storyline. They are going to negotiate about their life. Nigeria is hungry. You want to increase hungry. When fuel is burning, fire is burning, you want to put fuel or kerosene. You are increasing it. Either you have to bring water to quench it. People are hungry. You want to increase.
They are going to give you 5,000 naira.
That one is a story. It's a vagabond story. It's a scammer. It's a scammer. I mean, Nigeria is hungry. You say the poor. Okay, all of us are poor. So you want to separate 40 million. Okay, how are you going to do it? You are just bringing language that make people to be angry and angry and angry. We are not Tata now. At least we go to primary school. At least we go to secondary. We don't go to university. We know the rule. We know the meaning of right and wrong. You say you want to share 5,000. 5,000 feed somebody for a week. And you want to increase wealth. So you want to use another language for another language. We are not a Tata anymore. We are not fool.
Somebody say they will increase fuel price and there's nothing you can do. Nigerians don't know what's good for them.
Nigeria now, they know what is good for them. Nigeria is going to take it by the horn. They're going to pull the horn by the horn. They're going to pull the horn by the horn. They are going to take it fire by fire. Because Nigeria is hungry, they are quieting. Because they are waiting for the president to leave. Just a year plus now. Now you want to increase the hardship. They are going to be violent. I know that. They should not try it now. You want to increase everything by 100, above 100, above 250%. You want to kill people. It's not possible now. Nigeria will be angry. 212 is a story. Today will be more than that. It will be more than that.
Okay. Lastly, bandits have been declared terrorists. Now it is herdsmen. Herdsmen enter Ondo. They enter Enugu State. They ravage the community. Now, under herdsmen in Ondo State. So, what do you think should be done to the herdsmen? Should they be called terrorists also?
They should be declared terrorists. They should be declared terrorists and they should be apprehended. What are the governors doing? Government should not be waiting for a federal government order before you will deal with the criminal oppressing your state. You are a governor collecting security money, you have everything, you have power, you have right. Don't just be sleeping there, they will be killing your people, telling federal government to come and fight for you. That one is impossible. What is the meaning of governor? When you want to do election and you mobilize everyone and earth to vote for you, you swear an oath to protect life and property as a governor. Don't you know how much you are collecting? Don't you know your caliber, your prestige, your post? People are dying under you. It's a very wrong language. The governor have to sit up. They are not spirit now. Mobilize security, mobilize boy, mobilize indigenous security. Mobilize them around the forest. Can they kill all the whole village? They can't kill the whole state. When you change them out.
It's what now?
You change them out with arms.
Holding AK-47.
Yes, give the boys AK-47.
From where will they get it?
We have the police and the soldier and the military. Because they are supporting them. You now mobilize boys. They will enter the forest. How many you want to kill? They are no more than 5,000 now. They are no more than 5,000. Put any estimate in the state, they are no more than 5,000. To raise a state of millions of people. It's very bullshit language. When there is a military action,
Nigerians, nobody wants to die.
We want to see there is a situation whereby they are killing your people every day. You will face the death. And the death will run away. When you not relax for the death will not continue killing. But when you face the death, he said right from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence. And the violence taken by force. They change them out, they take it by force. They have to take situation by force. Because there is no seriousness in this situation, that's why they are killing people every day. We have to take it by force.
So you are blaming the governors?
I'm blaming them because when you are in your state, you take an oath as a #1 citizen to protect
as the chief security officer.
Chief security officer, what is the meaning of that? Is it a scam language? Now they are killing your people under your eye. You are living, security is guiding you, but what are the people that make you to be in that office? They are guideless. You are take 100% blame. You should wake up. Take the situation by force.
Okay. Lastly, 2023 is coming.
2023. We are in 2023 already.
No, we are 2022.
2022. Okay, yes. 2022. 2023 is just a nearby forest that is coming.
There's hope for Nigeria.
There's bigger hope for Nigeria because all those situations is going to end. The bad that they are here, they are going now. They will go, they come and they will go.
Tinubu is coming now.
Tinubu or no Tinubu, well, we are going to see who is going to come, but God will bring that person to us. We have caliber of people that are good now, but let's first eliminate those ones that they are talking about, inking price, inking tax, all those ones, they are vagabond story. Never existed, and it can never existed.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Oluwa, one of Lagos. Let me call this man. Mr. Obong of GPN. Good people of Nigeria. I saw your post on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like you're working.
It's working.
I joined.
I work.
I joined.
It's working according to the word of God.
I hope that we can be able to drive all these people out.
That is it. Now you come.
I hope.
I'm so happy. This is the time you come. We must drive them out through the power of God. Through the power of God. You not be man. We don't get you. We don't get money.
We must do election.
We must do election. And we must win. Because the time has come for us to open Nigerian eyes to see the light of God. GPN is the only party that can break APC.
No PDP.
No PDP.
No Afghan.
No party. Their broom, you cannot break broom. Their broom, you cannot break broom. Only GPN can destroy that broom because he has power to destroy it. Does that mean?
Maybe you want to tell me how?
Now, how
will GPN break the broom?
Now, GPN come from, it's a party from God. Now, God designed it. Good people in Nigeria, whoever good now God, whoever good now God. Good people in Nigeria, Nigerian good people, whoever good now God. Hear me? God is the one that good. So anything will come from good, it comes from God. So God advised GPN to take place. And it's the one that sponsored the party, the one that sponsored all the polls, everything. From ending of this week, this month now, you will see flyers everywhere.
Yeah, I saw. I think I'm going to support you.
That is, you need to see what is going on. This party is going to flush PDP and APC out of the country and bring peace to every Nigerian. Nigerian will see the light of God.
Somebody say, God don't come out for Nigeria matter.
Okay, God don't come out for Nigeria.
No, anything Nigeria, God don't come out.
Okay, let me answer him. There is no matter on earth that God come out. Bible says it was be a darkness before night. Nigeria is in darkness now. Light is coming.
So they are saying the light is Biafra, the light is Otua nation.
Listen. All what you claim as a right is what God said. Is what you said as a man, not be what God said. What you predict is your heart as a flesh, a man of flesh, kind of man. Say, now Duduwa, now Biafra, it can never be the solution. Only God is the solution. Even in Biafra, God is the solution. Even in Duduwa, God is the solution. So if you say God not there for Nigeria, you are making a very big mistake. That means you deprive God. So such person should be careful. You are depriving God that God don't exist. Does that mean? Even in your life, God is in charge. Biafra, God is in charge. Oruwa, God is in charge. Every sector of this country or world, God is in charge. It's the honor of it. So when you say even to yourself, say, God not there for a year, you are making a big mistake because He's in charge. You must honor Him for everywhere. You must honor God for everywhere.
How do you intend to bring Nigerians together?
Now,
I agree with GPN.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, to bring we say this.
All Nigerians, both Fulani, both.
This is a very simple thing. We said in our doctrine, if you are a good Nigerian that love Nigerian nation, join GPN. Then is a good nation. It can be what can go. Join GPN. That means you have a good heart. Understand me? Every good heart people is what we call to join GPN. No be bad people. So if you have good heart, say Nigerian can good, you love your people, you care for your people, you love your nation, you care for your nation, then join GPN. It's good people Nigeria, good people Nigeria. No be bad people. It's good people, no be bad people. If you love Nigeria, you love Nigeria, your nation, then come.
What if you don't love Nigeria?
If you don't love Nigeria, then stay out. We don't need you. If you love the country, come, let us make it well. We put it in good shape.
Some people are saying, how do you love a country that does not love you?
No, a country, listen to me. Nigerians love us. We hate ourselves.
Okay.
This is how we hate ourselves. Nigeria is a government, they share everything that the government is supposed to care for what everybody. Every state, every local government, take care of your people. But those people don't love you. Those your brothers don't love you. If your brother love you, the money that they share to him to take care of you in your region, in your community, in your councillor, chairman, they have to love you as brothers and do good to you. No, in Nigeria, no media don't do their own.
GPN stands for Good People of Nigeria.
Nigeria, good people. That's what we are talking about. Good people. So we are talking about how can you good to one another? How can you do good to me? This one do good to me. We are now what we grow in goodness, prosperity. This one see me the way of good. I show him the way of good. That's what we are talking about. Not to be tribalist. This one now Yoruba. This one now Hausa. I can't show him the way. This one is a bad man. This one no. We want what good to reign in our mouth. Good to reign. America said, God bless America. We need good to reign in our tongue. Goodness, good Nigeria, good. Then the angels of God will come. That good. Now, bad, every news, paper news, bad, everything bad. That's why the angels of darkness.
NLC mobilizes for protest against hike in petrol price.
What?
NLC mobilizes for protest against hike in petrol price.
I support them for that one. If they say nationwide, me I don't go work.
No. They resign.
If they say yes, if they
resign.
I say nationwide, they declare it. They say they join strike. Abi? If they say make I join the strike, I go strike. For that jack of price increase. Because you know go be. I'm praying for God every day, make it not happen.
Strike.
Yes. No, the increase.
Okay.
I'm praying for God every day, make that increase not happen. Because I know what I need and suffer today. That's what I'm saying. I'm praying for God, make it not happen. God will have mercy on Nigeria, that thing not going to happen. But me, because since rumor come, rumor don't strong, see they go increase. We see the pray for God. God don't let it happen. God don't let it happen because God knows people. Well, see, when something bad, nobody say pastor no go feel. The Bible says, blessed are those that endure to the end for my name's sake. That's all. So everybody go inform. So me, I go inform to take that suffer of that act of increase. So me, I go contest, I go protest that it should not happen. You understand me?
Okay.
So
DSS has invited Bishop Kukah over his comments on the state of the nation. Nigerian youths, especially Christian youths, are saying that they will protest. Why not invite Gumi and other people that have fomented trouble? Why is it they are inviting Bishop Kukah, who wants the interest of Nigeria?
Kukah, should mind his speech. Bible says when you go to room, do like room. Outside is in charge, Abi. Yoruba is in charge. Anybody from East now should be careful. It's their time.
He's not.
I'm coming.
It's not a Yoruba.
He's not a Yoruba. Where?
Sokoto.
It's Sokoto. It's what he talk. If they invite him, if he talk anything bad against them, they invite him. If he talk anything good against Nigeria, they invite him.
Okay.
So what Kumi talk? Just Kumi talk opposite, not talk real sense. When you listen to Kumi, like now the guy who point. If you don't general talk, don't.
Tinubu's the article of this world.
GPN is if we have 1 million 15 million Nigeria that support GPN in 100 naira, we are winning. We have 15 million Nigeria that support Nigeria with each of that person up to 15 million support GPN with 100 naira, we are winning the election.
15 million Nigerians supporting GPN.
Supporting GPN in 100 naira, we are winning the election. Tinubu have no mouth to stand before. We are light, we are star, we are everything. I'll show you. Really.
They are coming to money now. Money will help you win. Funds will help you win the election.
I said, if 15 million Nigerians aid me with 100 naira each person, I'm winning Tinubu hands down. Tinubu go do like this.
How much is 15 million or 100 naira?
You don't understand what I'm saying?
1.5 billion.
I'm coming.
How much is 1.5 billion for election?
I'm coming.
In Nigeria?
I'm coming. If make GPN register the party, he win. It's a mystery. If make GPN register the party like this, bam, 5 million, he win.
And you're coming out as president.
I'm coming out of God face. You know, see our agenda in the Facebook. Face is to attack what darkness in the land and flush it out. We are coming out face to attack Akwa Ibom State and Komodo Juju Karaba. After that, we are coming to Osoro and we are going to sit down here. It's a mystery, you can't understand.
Okay, I can't understand.
If Nigeria support me with 1 naira each person for 15 million people, I'm winning the election.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Okay.
Election will win that platter of gold. I know the key to play the election.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. So you don't need to go deeper. Believe in me in what I'm saying. I'm a man. Politics in my vein. I know what is going on in the country.
People here are saying, give us Biafra, Yoruba nation now. People are tired of Nigeria.
Wait. Listen to me.
How do you convince them?
Yeah, I want to convince you. Come back to Nigeria. I can condemn you. Come back to Nigeria. Forget about that. The nation was bound with God. They bound the nation with one. You that they oversee and talk, you cannot have power to pay that tax to separate them. They bound to pay tax to join them. Bound with what? He said, arise to what? That national anthem said they bound with what? They bound them with one nation. You that sit and say separate the nation. The person you send to go and fight is suffering. You can't separate it. No nation fight to separate like Nigeria. Biafra starts in 1960, 66. Till now, nothing. Who want to separate? You can make it. Nobody can separate it. It's a mystery country. You can't separate the nation. It was bound. It was bound. It was bound with one.
Okay.
You cannot separate it. You can only join together to do what? To make it good so that you two can enjoy. You cannot separate it. It was bound.
There are countries in the world that are separated.
Huh?
There are countries in the world that...
The country that support is ignorant. They don't know what they are supporting. They should go back to doctrine of Nigeria and what the dialect and the culture of Nigeria and national anthem of Nigeria. He said, bound you. They bound you with one nation. They bound you. All the ancestors of this country sing that national anthem.
Igbo man sing it and die. Yoruba man sing it and die. Every tribe sing that national anthem and die. And they all agree and they bound it. I'm a spiritual man. Nobody in this country can separate it. You can only work to what? Fix Nigeria. Try your best. As we come out for GPN, support us for Nigeria to what? It go reach you, it go reach me, it go reach everybody. Don't see want to separate it. Nobody can separate it. I'm coming. No country fight independent as Biafra, as long as Biafra. That they no go. No country fight independent long as Biafra that cannot separate. Why you not feel separate? You have everything.
Somebody said Biafra will come. It's cooking and it will be ready soon. That is Victor.
I'm coming. No matter how Biafra come, no matter how you think about Biafra, don't think that now the guy who there for prison so that Biafra can come. He pay for offense that he commit.
Okay.
You understand? Now the guy who no fight for Biafra, he pay for offense that he commit.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you need to understand what is going on.
So,
guy who is in prison for what? For his offense that he commit to Nigerian government. You not pay for offense for Biafra. If he pay as a hero of Biafra, then he fight for Biafra. Then he pay the cost for Biafra. We can help for that.
we are looking forward to GPN in the next coming month.
That is it. We are looking forward for GPN.
Thank you very
Join me. Forget about Biafra. Let us make a Nigerian good. Let us buy central power in
Somebody will attack you.
Nobody.
We can never forget about.
Listen to me.
We can never forget about Biafra.
Okay.
We can never forget.
I'm coming. Let me tell you. We want to build one powerful city in the east that all East dwell and enjoy themselves.
Yes.
That's what we lack. If we have that, what is Biafra then? We already have our power. There's no power land in the east that is a mother east that own and east. Stay there, rejoice, ship, export, do business and make it and enter their house with 150 to 200 to their home. We are in other land and suffer. That's what is paying us. We have that kind of land in the east. What waiting the what? What are you talking about? There is the land we are looking for. Motherland of the east. All east. No more shipping and no more going to west. No more. Stay there, then west come to you. Then north come to you. That's the dream of Oyugu.
And that name, the name of that city is what?
The name of that city is what? It's Akwa Ibom State. That's the name of the city. All of us will dwell there. Enjoy ourselves.
Okay, thank you very much, Ubong.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. It shocked me.
Hey, yeah. And you see, one thing is that the guy is floating a political party, no political platform. Pastor Gideon Obong is from Akwa Ibom State. GPN, good people of Nigeria. G, good, P, party or people of Nigeria. That is his political platform. Party. He says he's going to rule Nigeria comes 2023. So Obong is intensifying his efforts, to make sure that he become a credible candidate in 2023. That's Pastor Obong for you.
In reality, where would this get to?
Say it's my brother. I'm an Igbo man. It's our brother. We are from the south. We pray for him so that God will make a way where there seems to be no way for us and for him. It is a dream. So when that dream will come to pass, is what we are looking forward to see.
Okay. So, DSS invites Bishop Kukah.
Bishop Kukah, Hassan Kukah is a bishop.
Nigerians are reacting, saying, why
yes, why not Gumi cleric, who has been so negative, who has been the one behind the orchestration of, what has escalated in the northern region there as banditry. Gumi is at the helm, as the head of it. He has not been invited one day even by a corporate. Not to be invited one day by the army. But Hassan Kukah Bishop, Hassan Matthew Kukah, is a native of Sokoto. He's a 100% Hausa clergyman. Now they are inviting him DSS because Buhari is an enemy of Christianity. Buhari is an enemy of Jesus Christ. Buhari is an enemy of peace. Buhari is an enemy of what is good. That's why he's inviting Hassan Kukah Matthew. That is his name. Okay. A cleric I know that has fought so assiduously, diligently, right from the regime of Ibrahim Babangida in the 80s and 90s. Hassan Kukah was there fighting Babangida. Hassan Kukah, when Babangida,
the Okuta panel, was
invited and he spoke so outrightly. He was then a fearless man. He is now a fearless man.
Hassan Kukah does not fear anybody. He's the man of God I know from Orthodox Church. Are you listening to me? He fought Abacha to full stop. Abacha ended up in 1998. Hassan Kukah was there. Hassan Kukah is here. Babangida ended up in 1993 when he stepped aside. Hassan Kukah was there fighting for us. Hassan Kukah is here now fighting Buhari. The evil regime of this current Nigerian president, dictator, General Muhammad Buhari. Kukah is fighting him. So let us say the truth without having any iota of fear of anybody. Only God will fear, because our God is the Lord God of knowledge. He knows our hearts in and out. He is the one that can determine whatever happens to any man. Hassan Kukah is the right man. If this current government invites Hassan Kukah and Hassan Kukah honors that invitation, let me tell you, God will take the glory, but they will pay the price for allowing the perpetrators, the federal government themselves, all the public office holders in Nigeria. They are going to pay the price for inviting Matu Hassan Kukah. DSS. DG DSS is a madman. He's a useless man. He should have invited the cleric, Islamic cleric, Muslim cleric, in the person of Sheikh Gumi. What is Sheikh Gumi doing? Sheikh Gumi is collecting money, receiving money, doing business, transacting with bandits in the forest of Zamfara, Katsina forest of Sokoto, Kano forest of Borno, and Niger State forest of Taraba. He's doing business with them. He's going there at the night. He's meeting them, briefing federal government and other security agents. Why not telling him, what is the relationship between you and bandits from Sahel, Africa? These people are not Nigerians. What are you doing there? Why? How come that you knew them more than us? We have our security gadgets and apparatus all over the country, yet we've not known these people too well. You, a cleric, you knew them too well more than us. Why did you know them too well more than us? You knew them before us. Why? They should have investigated Gumi. Why are they investigating Hassan Kukah, the man of God?
Okay, let's look at what comes out from that. NLC mobilizes for protest against hike in petrol price.
Don't go further. Let me tell you, petrol price, pump price is coming up to 340 naira.
No matter what happens.
No matter what happens, according to federal government, because they are trying to press us the more, so that we notch our teeth the more. Maybe when the new person comes up, you will hear songs from all nooks and crannies of Nigeria. Are we not telling you that Buhari is better? When Buhari was there, you were notching and crying. What is going on presently? Presumably, they are trying to bring down the next person that is coming to rule this country. So if they are removing subsidy, should it be now?
Okay.
Don't you know that 340 will throw Nigeria into more recession?
Okay.
I mean the local Nigerians, even the international Nigerians in diaspora, everybody is going to suffer it if pump price
in the diaspora.
Okay. If pump price goes up to 340. But let me tell you, what's the name of that man? Power. Is that his name? I mean the NLC president.
Abba.
Oh, man, I'm always disappointed when somebody like that is given a position of this magnanimity. A position like this should not be given to a wicked person. A person that doesn't have information is not mean you are wicked or sorry or to say this. But we need somebody that is volatile, somebody that is vast, somebody that is selfless, somebody that is God-fearing, somebody that people should be accounted for.
Aliyu Waba.
Waba is so porous. Waba is just like poto, a sand, very mild sand that could not hold water. A sand which cannot hold water is called what? There's a name we gave it in Igbo language. I won't shift this out. It has Igbo language. Aja ubom. In Abanye Mili, you are wasting your time. The water will be escaping. If you march on it, beside the river banks, you will be going down. Aja ubom. Ali Waba is Aja ubom. He has no water holding capacity. I don't know what I understand, which is why he has no credibility to head level. Waba Aliu held that position as a result of what? Politics. So it is a political what? Position. He cannot withstand this government. He cannot withstand the pressure of money. What I mean is that if Waba led Labour embark on what? Protest this January. Mark me, Christian said I told you, it won't last up to 2 weeks. They will bribe him out. Immediately they show him money. You know, it's like you don't know Nigeria. Immediately you see 300 million, 200 million, 1 billion. It's gone. He will have no reason to just bow before government pressure. He will bow to pressure. He will collect money and disappear. Okay. Since the inception of government, this current dictatorship, dictatorial government, system of government, where is Ali Waba? We are under dictatorship, dictatorial system of government since 7 years. Where is Ali Waba? Has he made an impact? Have you read anything from him? Is there any policy that the Nigerian Labour Congress has rolled out to thwart the efforts of this dictatorial regime of Buhari? Is there anything like that? None. We are on the 7th year, for Christ's sake. Nigerians are diminishing, the laborers are suffering, every nook and cranny of the country has been what? Diminishing. And the labor giant, the labor leader is what? Expanding in size. His bank account is swelling up. What are you saying? Never is swelling up. While Nigerian laborers, factory workers, civil servants, everybody, traders, till you see, everybody is diminishing in size. I don't know whether I'm picking from my figurative language. Waba, Aliu,
We are diminishing, they are increasing.
they are increasing. Thank you so much. Everybody. So let me tell you, it's just making noise. Waba will what? Melt away when he sees money. Right. Everybody is corrupt. Both low and high. The people in the high, they are the ones supplying the peanuts. Then the people on the low ground, when they pick the peanuts, they do what? They swell up and
Somebody
stop
say
from doing the normal thing.
DSS does not invite you.
Invite me. Thank you so much. And if you mention his name, I will say thank you. My own priority of being here every day, everybody should listen to me, is to be invited by the DSS, is to be invited by any branch of this government to go there and tell them how I feel about this current regime. To go there and tell the whole world. I wish that if they invite me, CNN will be there, Fox, BBC, Al Jazeera will be there, legit.com Nigeria, Flip TV, channel, NTA, everybody will be there to listen to Raf Mbechi speak out his mind. I'm not here. If you look at me, I talk with such prerogative and audacity that no man ever has attended this platform. Yes, every stage, anyway, yes, that has ever equaled that, thinking, understanding that I had in my mind. I'm not afraid of anybody, and I wish that some of my schoolmates that are watching me, they will tell you. Many of them, they say they don't have the link, the avenue, just to get to me. They know me now. They know me when I was in secondary school. I was not afraid of anybody. They know me when I left secondary school. See, I spent all my life in Nsukka, if you don't know. Stuttgart Street. So listen, let me tell you, I have somebody there in UNN now. He's a professor, Kenneth Ofokansi. Are you listening to me? It was from primary school to secondary school. That guy graduated as far back as 90. But he's a professor today. He's a classmate. Both of I and Kenneth Ofokansi, we took common entrance examination. So you want to know how far? I'm not afraid of anybody. They stop me on the road. I'm not afraid of invitation. They stop me on the road. They say, Rap. They stop. I look forward. It was a jeep. I stand. Not afraid of legs or anything. No. You can't kill a ghost. I always tell you, you cannot kill a ghost. It's impossible to kill a ghost. I did not steal anybody's money. I'm saying the truth. Are you listening to me? Hassan Kukah should not be invited. Gumi Chaik should be invited. Are you listening to me? Nigerians should summon Nigerian Labour Congress president or chairman, that comrade Ali Waba, should be invited to tell us the reason why Fulani has taken over everywhere. Fulani is the reason why the prices of food skyrockets and destined to what immeasurable stage. Nigerians cannot afford to buy rice, beans, and yam again. Garri price has gone high. Nigerian Labour Congress President or Chairman Ali Waba is there, swelling, because his account swells every minute, every second, every hour that goes. Money is entering there so that he could what? Chop off his mouth, his dirty mouth. He will not come out and speak. He will not roll labors and say, never you go back to work. Labor is the highest, #1 in Russia, America, Europe, anywhere, in Britain, Germany. Labor is #1. When they down two, hands up, they don't work. The whole country, anywhere in the world is shut down. So what is going on with Nigerian Labour President? Is he a dumb? Even if he's a dumb, is he a lame man or a deaf? Even if he's a deaf, is he blind? Can't he see? Okay, even if he's dark, all this, even if he is falling within all this, above, mentioned these vices, can't he reason? Can't he think? He can think. Ali Waba can think. Ali Waba has sold Nigeria. Ali Waba has sold NLC. Nigeria Labour Congress has been sold out by Ali Waba. The current president has sold out. That's why nothing is going on right here. Had it been that Ali Waba and Tool in 2015, Buhari would not be taking you and I for granted. What are you telling me? Ali Waba has made everybody sold out. In fact, and the current Nigerian president is a joke. Vice President, a joke. Labour has sold out. Malami is messing up. Department of Judiciary has sold out. We don't have good legal system anymore. Court is no longer #1. As court is a what? A home for justice. See, I do what I'm doing here because I'm trying to give the family of the victims of all these vices in Nigeria, I'm trying to give them justice. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. I'm so much dedicated on telling the whole world what is going on in Nigeria because I want you and I, we are the victims. I want justice for you. I want justice for Sunday Igboho. I want justice for Omoyele Sowore. I want justice for Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu of IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. I want justice for Igbo man. I want justice for Urobo man. I want justice for Ijaw man. I want justice for Mid-Belt, Benue State. I want justice for what is happening against fellow brothers in the Mid-Belt there. I want justice for everyone. That's why I come here every day and voice out because I have conscience.
Okay, thank you very much.
My conscience is just like a rubbish wound, asking for what? Healing. And it's only the truth can do that. Thank you, everybody, my viewers from diaspora.
Yeah, thank you very much. Wonderful work from Mr. Raphael. We've come to the end of Bystanders at the Newsstands this morning. I'm Christian Chuko on this wonderful edition of the program. A big thank you to everyone that has been part of the program. Mr. Iyerioba, please. Iyerioba, please take it easy. And Mrs. Ifoma Ofili, also please take it easy. We've come to the end of Bystanders this morning. Till tomorrow, as we meet by God's grace. Bye for now, as we meet on the same platform tomorrow.